Hello and good afternoon, and a very warm welcome to this session. My name is Meenakshi Oberoi. I'm the CEO and founder of Pedagogics, and I welcome you to this nomination for Microsoft Elevate Educator and School Programs Connect Call, Guidance Call. And I'll just try and introduce everybody on the team over here. I'll try and be quick as well. We have, you're very familiar with Duhita. Duhita Parmar is here with us, and so are Mahima, Kamalpreet, and Divya. So we're all here watching the chat window with you as you join in. And if you have any questions, you're most welcome to post those in our chat window. If you still feel that you are unable to do so, you may please go ahead and also use your raise hand feature to just raise your hand. We'll pause in between and then possibly take up your questions. So you're most welcome to ask question anytime that you feel like, and please do ask. There are a number of questions, follow-up questions that keep coming to us. So what we have done is we've planned two calls. One is today. Uh, there's a repeat call happening from 4 to p.m. in Hindi language. And right now we're going to talk, our medium of conversation will be English. And additionally, we will be planning a follow-up call somewhere towards the end of May or early uh, June. Reason being that we do understand that in many of the regions in our country right now, summer vacations are on and the teachers may not have, access to all of this. So, we understand that we may need to host a similar session again, also, because of two more reasons, that the nomination page hasn't opened yet, which were to open on 4th of May or somewhere around that. It hasn't opened, but this is a good time to prepare ourselves for these nominations. Therefore, we are hosting this call today. And also, it's very important that we take a look at, the questions that we may need to respond to. And if there is anything that you feel, your school needs uh, to cover, or, have any more questions about or thoughts about, you can always come back and ask anytime that you feel like. Yeah. So that was just about an opening to this session. So thank you once again for joining us. And, you know, let's hear, where are you joining from? I know many of you already started introducing yourself, so thank you for that. But do share in the chat, where are you joining us from? Your name, your school name, city or district, and state. And also one word you would use to describe your day to day. For example, my name is Meenakshi Oberoi. I'm CEO of Deep Pedagogics. I'm based out of Gurgaon, Haryana, India. And my day, don't even ask. One word, chaotic. So I think that's my word. Therefore, I'm here. This room gives me some peace because I am interacting with my favorite people in the world, and that is educators. So thank you for joining us. Do let me know. Yeah, Vishali. I do understand if your day were hectic. I was here too. Mananda ma'am says it was energetic. Thank you for bringing that energy into our room. So yeah, very important that we do uh, recognize our feelings before we move onwards, because some of us give us energy, some of us just resonate with us, and we feel as if, oh, okay, there are other people as well, who are in a similar boat. So always good to know, right? So here you go. The day has been awesome for you. Fantastic, Ramanpreet ma'am. Then we have Shipra ma'am trying to stay positive. Oh, nice. Me too. Nitisha says complicated. Oh my God. Chandrachur, so you're so kind. He said, pleasant day hearing Meenakshi ma'am's voice after a long time. Yeah, I know. I know. I try and be there. By the way, you can meet me every Tuesday. You know that, right? TikTok Tuesday for teachers is still on. We are going to share the agenda for the month of May very soon, but we really wanted to take a check over here. So, Duita ma'am will be conducting a poll today where we will be checking with you if you would want to us to continue these sessions during the month of May and June that are summer vacation days or not. Mrinalini ma'am says, my day was inspirational. Fantastic. Pooja says, day was cool. Like you, Pooja. All right. So here we have so many responses. And, I'm getting so many messages in the chat window. I hope I'm able to catch all. Sherelle says that it was blissful and pleasant. Oh, you're blessed. Sudha ma'am says day breather. Nice. Rajni ma'am says my day was busy. Okay, good and happy day, Nilakshi. Thank you. Keep those coming, to read these comments. I absolutely love. And Shalini ma'am, what a beautiful one. My day seems to be promising. Well, I wish the same to everyone else here as well. And on that positive note, I'd love to start this session here. To note, we are not using any readers or any read AI or any kind of note takers, AI note takers today in this call. This recording will be available to you as usual on our YouTube channel. We will share the link as well with you. Additionally, we will be sharing a feedback form with you, like just a survey with you towards the end of this session. Please do take that survey, and we will be mailing you the recording of the session and everything else as well. And of course, for anything further than this, if you have any questions, please go to the Epic team GTP. Sorry, please go to your Microsoft Innovative Educator channel. You will find the responses there. And of course, for best experience of this session and to have access to the chat window, if you don't have that, please sign in with your M365 tenant or ID and you will get that access. Thank you. Okay, so here we are. Let's begin talking about Microsoft Elevate for Educators. I think we've taken a call previously as well, but I'm again going to reiterate that we are uh, sorry, this year looking at this program through a new lens. So here's a new program. It's the same program with a new name, new intent, new branding. And we will encourage you to go ahead and explore this program with us if you haven't done that already. Yeah. So here we are talking about Microsoft Elevate for Educators. This program, Microsoft Elevate, is for both educators and schools. It has been built with an intent to empower educators, to be able to help you in your transformation journey and to be together with you while you navigate through this. While we do all of this, I think for Microsoft Elevate for Educators program, if I speak about mainly, is about community work that Microsoft is doing. I know many of you are very familiar with the program and mainly the Showcase School program as we work, with you as schools who are engaged in this program. You all have been very familiar with MIE Expert and Showcase School programs. This is just another way to rebrand and repackage the whole scene with a new, energized, and exciting updates. So, just as a kind of a starting point around why Microsoft Elevate for Educator program was launched, Microsoft launched this program back in mid-January in advance of a conference that you might all be familiar with, which is called BET. It was launched at BET London. And for those of you who are not familiar, it is a conference that happens annually at various places. There's Bed Asia as well, but this was launched at Bed London. So they actually have multiple locations and and global kickoffs at various places. But the launch of this happened in mid-January at Bet Global Conference in London. So Microsoft Innovative Educate, Microsoft Elevate us. Look, I have to get used to this. I should have. I've been in it for so long. Anyhow, when your heart lies somewhere else, our heart has been with MI Expert. Now my heart is fully trying to get immersed into this one as well. So here we are. Microsoft Elevate for Educators is a new program offering that includes opportunities that you'll see in a few moments around credentials, community, and capacity building. So it's a very exciting program that Microsoft has started, and they chose to launch it because I think there was a need for looking at the lens with which these programs were have been existing for years. So it's really about what problems we see in this ecosystem that educators and school leaders are having around AI. So this whole program is about AI and its impact to student development, classroom learning, and their ability to teach and administrate within the school. So I understand when you come back to say that AI is not an easy piece to adopt or integrate into the classrooms or into our education system. So there has to be a systematic way. So this program has specially been designed around, around this whole idea of AI transformation, and it heavily rests on Brookings Institute, which is a published report that undermines that students' cognitive development was identified as the main risk of AI among students, partners, and teachers. So, school leaders and educators alike have been involved in the research and evidence-based strategies for using AI to support student learning over a long term. And through these programs, that is exactly where the intent lies. So we're not going to spend too much time, learning more about or grounding you in why the research pieces and why we Microsoft decided to launch this program. But I do want to highlight the last piece that with over two-thirds, that's almost 9% of students reporting that their education institutions lack AI policies to help them really think about their learning, their processes. And what's really helpful in terms of educators and school leaders in guiding them are the AI toolkits that Microsoft have developed with a lot of thought and research. So I'll move forward here so that we can really look at what the whole program is all about. And but of course, if you have any questions, do please go ahead and ask me. Okay. Um, Yeah. So the approach is that the premise of this program is to empower educators. Educators are at forefront for us. Therefore, transforming learning along with educators is our charter. We have been working in multiple, public and private sectors across for the last 1 year. Uh, aggressively with Microsoft, and before that for the last many years we have been working independently as well. So with Microsoft here, the renewed charter, we started way back last August, and we're almost going to complete a year. And I'm very, very happy to share that at Pedagogics, we have been able to cover multiple, AI, empowering educators with AI skills across multiple states, including Delhi, Gujarat, Telangana, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and the state of Bihar. And we are looking forward to carrying forward this renewed energy across public and private sector both. And thank you to all of you for your partnership, where we are bringing these skills to private schools like yourself, and you constantly and periodically invite us to host these sessions for your schools. So if you're looking for anything, so what we do in these are not just we don't do tool talk at all. We have a three-pronged approach. Number one, people first. Who are these people for us? They are teachers. Why? Because teachers will have students on mind, and therefore we have teachers on mind. We think from the lens of a teacher. Instead of teaching the tool, we say, why do you need technology? Why do you need AI? So find out whys of, why do we need AI? Therefore, we become purpose driven towards adopting AI. Not just adopt because I know of a tool that can do this or do that, but have a very clear intent of why do you want to use this tool? So have a purpose for using this tool. So if we find that purpose not in the tool, but in the classrooms, in the instructions, in the pedagogies, in the way the learning transacts within the classroom. Therefore, every training is pretty dynamic because of the kind of, the teachers that we get to meet in these sessions. It's a sandbox kind of a training, which is then tailored to the needs of the participants. And when there are many names here that I can actually call out who have been a part of these trainings, and you will agree that, these trainings have been able to empower educators to be able to think by themselves, and they're not being just given a tool or a strategy to make it happen. It's each one to its own, and we are absolutely purpose driven and pedagogy led in our approach. So Having said that, I think the three charters that are in front of you are our overarching charters, which is sharing the best practices across fostering this community. You know, we believe in fostering this educator community, and we are blessed enough to have a large community of educators who join our communities, I think, every day. So we're very thankful for that. And we try and enable access for all. Via Microsoft, we have been empowered and we have been given the privilege to be able to deliver these. So we are here today sharing with you two major opportunities for the communities of educator community and school community. You can scan, the QR code if you have not, ever been on Microsoft Elevate for Educators page, but I'm also going to drop the link in the chat window for you to take back with you. And don't worry, towards the end of this session, we will be collating all of these links together. Thanks, Doita, for doing that. So, Doita is our subject matter expert as well. Therefore, she will be collating all of these, links as I keep posting in the chat window, or she keeps posting, so that you have all the links together in one post. All right. So that's our community. It is a community to recognize and connect educators and school leaders from around the world, just the way we've had a showcase school community and MI expert community. So, what's the difference? Well, potato potatoes? No, there is a new layer that has been added. So, here, the new layer that you're looking at is that of Explorer. Now, I'm going to clarify a few things because I know there are questions here. Allow me to first walk you through this and then I'll take questions. I will pause here to take questions. Okay. So now for the educator community, we have three layers. Number one, as you go to Elevate for Educator portal, you will go ahead and sign up or join the community. As you join the community, you get the status of being a member in the community. Okay. Then there are certain expectations of completing some learning paths. As you complete that, and you respond to a survey which takes roughly about less than 30 minutes for you to respond. And for that as well, we are happy to share a guidance document with you. You could actually use that and become Explorer. Once you are Explorer, the window for you opens up to become Expert. Expert level, Explorer level is open whole year round. Ex Did I say it right? Explorer level is open throughout the year. Expert level opens up just like MI Expert only once a year. And, this were to open on 4th of May and it'll stay open till July 31st. So whenever it opens, so it should open any day. It will remain open till July 31st. And I do want to let all of you know that this year, after much feedback from the community, there is a second wave of applications that will be introduced in the month of November to December timeframe. Dates are not set right now, but as they are set, we will come back to you so that we are able to accommodate schools who are into their vacations right now and may miss this window. Yeah. So there are two windows, and for the global audience, especially in different parts of the world, whether how their school year runs might be different. Therefore, there are two windows that will open up. One will be from May to July timeframe. The other one will be November, December timeframe. Yeah. So please do keep giving feedback to the community. You know they're listening and they're always listening. That's our experience. That's how it has always been. So expert level, your chance is between May and July. Otherwise, even if you miss it, you can still apply between November and December. Then comes the next one, fellow. And many of our experts have joined here and they're very enthusiastic about being a fellow. We've had a fellow program for 10 plus years, and I've been a part of this program for almost year one. And we have about 240 fellows who have engaged with Microsoft globally this year. And therefore, there is a process now for applying to become fellow. However, that process will open up in mid-August after we have completed the tier 2 applications. Yeah, fair enough. So if I were to repeat, Explorer is open throughout the year. Expert level first window is May to July, second window is November, December. Fellow, again, will work annually, wherein now it is turned into an application process. And right now, even if you go on the website, you will see that it shows some links, but it takes you nowhere. Please wait for it to open up in mid-August, middle of August, and then you can apply. Okay. Now, net new this year is that uh, I'll talk about the schools in a minute, but I also want to mention over here that you must pay attention that if you are an expert already, you do not need to apply to become explorer. When you log in to this website, there are more than 4,000 educators who've already been onboarded over here and they have directly got the expert level. Okay, so if you are an expert already, simply just go log into the portal. It should show up. If it doesn't show, please do not panic. It's a matter of few days because the traffic is going to be heavy on the website, and also they are going to open up New Year's, applications. You will anyway receive an email about it, and then you can take it onwards from there. Yeah. Okay. This was all about the educator community. I'm pausing here for your questions, though I don't see any. Volume is low. Is that so? Can you hear me properly, Duhita?
Yes, yes, it's perfectly fine.
Okay. Poonam ma'am, if I can request you to please check it your end. Okay. You've raised your hand. Manu, I will allow your mic. These questions are related, I hope, to educator community. Just a minute. I've allowed your mic. Please go ahead and talk. Unmute yourself to talk, please.
Hi, Meenakshi ma'am. Good afternoon.
Very good afternoon. How are you?
Fine, ma'am. Wonderful. And ma'am, just want to ask you if we applied for MIE Expert or Explorer program, is it valid for 1 year or we have to do it for every year?
Explorer is open throughout the year and this remains valid as for the information I know. For expert, this will open up only once or twice a year, the way I've conveyed. Yeah.
I just want to confirm, is it next year, suppose if we want, or it will be for the lifetime if we are expert, educator expert program, if we qualify for the same and all?
No, expert, like I said, is an annual program. Every year you have to apply again to become expert.
Okay, ma'am. That's what mine. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Right, you're welcome. Any other questions? Okay, can you please repeat about Elevate Expert for current? Seema ma'am, Explorer is open throughout the year. You can apply anytime. And to the best of my knowledge, I think you stay Explorer throughout the year once you have achieved that status. Expert level opens up only once a year. That is in the month of May. However, due to global calendars, Microsoft is also going to open this up in the month of November once again. So there are two windows. You have to apply every year once again. Fellow again is an annual program. Each year you have to apply again. It'll open up once this tier of application closes. In mid-August, this will open up. Yeah. And if you are MI expert already, please note, you will have to apply to become Microsoft Elevate Educator Expert, not Explorer. So when the applications open up, all of you who are MI experts will apply once again to become Microsoft Elevate Educator Expert. I'm going to okay, Seema ma'am, you can go ahead and ask your question, please.
Yes, am I audible?
You are?
Okay, yeah. Ma'am, actually, I logged in on Elevator Educator through my Gmail ID, and
You
I'm
can't.
already an MI expert from the last 4 5 years. So I need to log in with the same ID.
Correct. Good
The
question.
not a new
Once
ID.
again, no. Please remember your expert ID, the ID which you have used to apply to become expert last year, please
Mm-hmm.
use the same ID, not any
Yes.
different ID.
Yes, yes. And when I'm opening through that ID, I'm directly getting start your journey, and it's showing me to apply for fellow application.
Like I said, ma'am, that will be in mid-August, not now.
Okay. So it's showing my status is already a member, explorer, and expert. It's already there. So I just need to apply
I heard
directly
you.
for
Yeah,
fellow
correct,
only.
correct. That's
Okay.
exactly what I said, that fellow
Okay.
applications will now apply. Okay.
Mid of
No,
August.
1 second. Hold on. You have to apply to become expert. Okay, no. Um, once again. No,
Yes,
Seema
yes.
ma'am, hold on once
Mhm.
again.
Okay, okay, okay.
I'm going to repeat this for everybody because this is where confusion starts. When you log into this portal today, you may be expert. Why?
Hmm.
Because the next window has not opened up. Once the
Oh,
next window opens up, you have to apply to become expert. You will
expert, yes.
automatically cannot apply to become fellow
Got
till you have been accepted as expert here.
it, got it. Thank you. Yes, got it. Thank you so
Preeti
much.
ma'am, please go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah.
Meenakshi ma'am. Hello. Actually, I want just have some doubt like where we can apply like on educator account. I can apply, but when? Today only on mid August.
Ma'am, what's your status right now?
Member only.
Ma'am, if you're a member, you need to become explorer first. To become
Okay.
explorer, yeah, when you click over there, so Kamalpreet, I'll request you to connect with Preeti ma'am and guide her, please. Ma'am,
Okay.
Kamalpreet
Thank
will
you.
be in touch with you. Yeah. Okay.
Sure, ma'am. I'll take
All
note of.
right. Thank you. I have a few questions here. I think I've answered most of them, but if you feel your question is not answered, you can just share it again. Um, no, Kritika ma'am, I've repeated this again. It'll not be fellow only. Okay, hold on. You know what? Just hold on, please. Everybody, just hold on. Hold forts. You need to understand this absolutely clearly. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to take you to my page. Okay? Because right now I'm an expert. Now, here I am. Just a second. Yeah, now you can see my screen. This is Microsoft Elevate for Educators page. This is my account. I have logged in using my same ID that I haven't used for expert last year as well. When I log in with the same ID, over here, this panel shows. If only member lights up, then you will have to apply to become explorer. If both of these are lit, then you have to apply to become expert. If right now this is lit, which means this is in dark blue, this means you are a MI expert from last year. They acknowledge you that you are a MI expert from last year. Here, once the window opens up, this will also give you an opportunity. This should ideally become light blue and it'll invite you to apply to become expert for the year 2026-27. I hope this is clear now and I have been able to clear your doubts. Fellow is something you cannot apply directly to. Once this turns blue once again for the year 26-27, only then can you apply to become fellow, which will be in mid-August. Vita, did I explain that right?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I have 3 more hand raised. I'm running a little out of time. So if I haven't answered your question, then you may please go ahead and ask. Priyanka, you first, in case I haven't answered your question yet. Priyanka ma'am, your hand is raised.
Priyanka ma'am,
Okay.
you need to unmute yourself.
Okay, till then, I think we'll invite Chandrachur sir. Chandrachur sir, I've allowed your mic. You can go ahead. Unmute yourself to talk, please.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon. Ma'am,
Good
actually,
afternoon.
I am an existing fellow. In my case, it is showing fellow only, ma'am.
Yeah, currently it'll show fellow. Once the window opens up, you will go back to applying to become expert. Okay.
No, ma'am. Actually, you are also fellow, no, ma'am. But for you, it's showing expert.
No, this year I had missed my nomination, got missed because I'm also a GTP. So there were some conversations around it. Therefore, I was not a fellow this year. This was the first year when I wasn't a fellow.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Preeti ma'am, your hand is still okay. Preeti ma'am, you're okay. This is another Preeti ma'am. Go ahead, ma'am. I've allowed your mic. Please go ahead and talk.
Meenakshi ma'am, good afternoon. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. Good afternoon, Priyanka ma'am.
Ma'am, actually, from last 2 years, I am MIEE. Also, last year only, I cleared my Microsoft Certified Educator program also. So,
Fantastic.
right now, my status is expert. So, any which ways, now also I have to, clear for the fellow, and next year also I have to clear the fellow program. Again.
Priyanka ma'am, this is an annual program. So each year, everyone has to reapply.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
Preeti
you.
ma'am, please go ahead.
Hello, am I
Yeah, go
audible?
ahead. Yeah. Please go ahead.
Yes, good evening. First of all, Meenakshi ma'am, just explain me how we can become an expert as we have to complete some learning paths or it would be a simple application only.
Thank you for asking. I'm just reaching on that on the next two slides. Just give me some time.
Okay,
All right. Yeah,
okay,
thanks
okay.
for asking. Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, that was a new question, but the rest of the questions are same. I'm an explorer. What do I do? Well, if you're an explorer, you need to become expert. If you're expert, when the window opens up, you will have to reapply to become expert.
Yes,
No
Sangaji.
one can become fellow straight away. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Um, Now about showcase school. Yeah, I'm coming to that. If school wants to apply to, yeah, I haven't spoken about that at all till now. So please give me some time and I am going to talk about that as well. Is it that we can apply expert twice a year? Yes, I've mentioned May, July, and then November, December. If you miss the first window, you can apply in the second window. If you don't get accepted in the first window, you can apply in the second window. So yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to explain about the second layer, which is school community. What are the requirements? I will jump onto that in a minute. Now, just like Explorer level, there is a new level over here, which is called the Pathfinder School. Microsoft Elevate Pathfinder School is nothing but the incubator schools. So if you have been an incubator school, fantastic, become a Pathfinder school. If you have never been a part of the Microsoft School community, join as a Pathfinder school. How can you do that? Go to the portal, apply, only the principal applies very clearly. Only the school leader or the principal can apply for school programs, school community. For educators, there is educator community. For school leaders, there is school community. When the school leader is applying, they will follow the same path. Okay, absolutely the same path. They will go to Elevate Educator, but instead of joining the educator community, they will join the school community. I will once again take you to my screen to show you how this works. Here I am. On top, you can see Elevate for Educators. Then you have educators and then you have schools. Right now, I've created a dummy one over here. I'm not going to apply because I'm not a school, but just for a demo purpose, I have over here, I've created a demo account so that I'm able to show you. Okay. When you join and when you apply, please apply for both. Okay. What do we mean by both? You apply as a educator and as I will show you over here. Let me log out. Okay. And I'm going to show you how this works. It's super simple. When you go over here, you will apply, the school leader or the principal will apply. Let's say I'm going to say join the community. Now, become an Elevate school. That's where you click and you get this window. Now, when you get this, the school leader will apply for both the programs as Elevate Educator and as school. So they will click here and then fill in the rest of the details. Got it? Understood, right? It's very simple and you can revisit the recording for this, please. When the school leader applies, which means only principals apply, they will not apply on either, but they will apply for both. Obviously, the primary email ID should be the one that is a school email ID and that the principal uses. Then you can create a password, first name, last name, give an additional email ID that is very important, which can be principal's personal ID as well. Choose your country, other things. Now, major question that I'm asked is, what about the school name and organization name? Kindly listen carefully. Your school name is your school name. Your organization name can be either same. Why this is kept is because sometimes you have a parent school and then you have branches. So if you have a parent school, put that over here. Sometimes we do have, especially in the public sector, we do have schools that fall under a certain category of schools. They will put that over here and then select your type. Most of you are private schools. If you're a government funded school, please write government funded, and that's about it. Okay, so I'll explain this to you by taking you there and iron out most of the questions. However, we do have a recording or guidance call that we had held, the first one. We will share that also with you. Yeah. Okay. So every school, again, if you are same thing applies over here also. Preeti ma'am, just give me a minute. Pathfinder school is what you will achieve your status, and this is open throughout the year. Okay. If you have to actually look at, you know, becoming a showcase school or you're an existing showcase school, then please do remember you do not need to apply. Simply just log in with the same ID. You will see the showcase school status lit up. What I mean is turned dark blue. Okay. Now, the third category, I've been asked this question multiple times. Beacon school. Do note only school systems can become beacon, which means this is right now only open to government schools or government district schools. This option is not open for private schools yet. So the independent schools can apply, but the window will open up. Right now, I don't know if this will open up or not. The decisions are being made. However, Beacon School in particular is currently open for, Ministry of Education, school systems, districts, and other type of schools. Yeah, for specific networks only. So, Microsoft is continuing to define what is the pathway for independent schools and what it will look like. And as they do so, please hold on to that patience. I know there have been many questions that you want to become Beacon School, love the energy, love your thought. But, as we move forward over here, we will know better. Currently, we do not see that this section of Beacon School is open for independent schools. This is just for the districts and government sector. So if you're a showcase school, simply just reapply to become a showcase school. Yeah. Yeah. So if last year your school was, a showcase school, you need to apply again. Like I said, this is an annual program. Each year we apply again, but there are some nuances that have changed. So I will quickly jump to nuances. Preeti ma'am, do you have quick question that has still not been answered, or is your hand just raised? Oh, you okay. I'll appreciate, if questions can be routed through the
Yes, ma'am,
comment
I have
box,
a
but
question.
okay, I'll take this question. Please go ahead.
If by chance our principal has selected not the both wall option, then
Mhm.
what would be the consequences to become the Pathfinder?
Simply just write to educator at Microsoft. They've given you an email ID on their website. Just say that we did not apply like this. So is
Mhm.
there anything that we can do about it?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
I think we'll take it offline with you. I'll ask Kamalpreet to connect with you. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So, in the interest of time, moving onwards. So, what are the benefits of the different tiers? Here they are in front of you. Each tier, you do get a Credly badge. You do get a community letter. This newsletter has been reshaped, reformed, so it'll come to you. You have exclusive community webinars. You have quick start guides that get available to you. And if you're an expert, you'll have extra facilities like, your name published on the a list, access to community discussion platforms, in-person conferences, event engagements, then Microsoft certified certification vouchers, physical awards and recognition. That's something that Microsoft is bringing back. That, if we can reward, so experts can look forward and Showcase School can look forward to getting a physical award and recognition this year. And that's something that excites me a lot, at least. And then there are special recognition and spotlight that is only for Beacon, that special recognition and spotlight opportunities and invitation to exclusive events, of course. But do remember, Beacon is for currently open only for government sector. Now, Sheetal ma'am, your Credly badge is not visible. The website has been mentioned on the portal. Please write to them, they'll help you. Additionally, once again, Kamalpreet, I know I'm putting a lot of load on you, but Sheetal Arora ma'am has been our dear educator for a very long time, and she's always there for our TikTok Tuesday for teachers as well. Please do guide her and check what the challenges over there and take it forward, please. Thank you. Here you are. Microsoft Elevate for educators, like I said, you become a part, you get credentials at Microsoft Learn, you become a part of a larger community, and of course, there are multiple capacity building programs that you could be actually uh, taking care of. So enjoy. Um, as far as the requirements are concerned, here they are. To earn your first badge, you have to complete one training on Microsoft Learn, which will be on AI literacy. Now, this is a new requirement. Do remember, when I'm talking about this now, these requirements will come into play only when the new window will open up, which opens any day now. Okay, which will open any day now. Currently, Microsoft Explorer actually requires you to complete two learning paths, but over here they've written one. uh, Therefore, please wait for the new window to come in and see if you are an explorer or not. And if you want to complete both, like most of our teachers, I would say more than 1,000 teachers have already completed Explorer with us, and they're only happy to learn more. So if you want to become an explorer, do become today. Next level is expert. You need to complete two trainings on Microsoft Learn. One of them will be about AI literacy for educators, credentialed by Microsoft Elevate and ISTE plus ASCD. And the topics will be building AI literacy for teaching learning and teaching with technology using M365 applications. These are new tracks that are going to be released. So keep your eyes open and your learning window open for these to be able to complete these. They haven't opened up till now. They will open up as the window opens. All right. And for fellow, there is new Microsoft certification in instructional technology that is coming soon. And topics will include how to coach and support other educators with using technology and AI for teaching learning. Okay, so there are new requirements for the new program. As we move forward, we will know more. At the moment, all I know is to become Explorer, all you need to do is go and create an account over there, go to Microsoft Learn, complete your two learning paths and the survey, and the survey guidance is available. We'll give it to you and you can go ahead and do. Imagine currently we have 43,000 plus experts, and these are only going to double or triple this year. I'm so excited to see that. And for expert level, these two learning paths need to be completed, but this is going to be a new path. For those of us who have already completed this, you will see new pieces coming in here. And Microsoft Elevate Educator account is something that you need. And then there is expert application. Now, I'm going to talk about what this application is all about. This application, we already have, the form available, not the form, sorry, the Word document available. So at this stage, I'm going to jump out of here and I'm going to take you to this. Again, don't worry about, the access to this. We will give you access to this right now as we talk. Okay, so you don't need to worry. Over here, as you can see, expert application will open up, will be open from May to July. The FAQs are here if you have any, if you want, if you your question is not answered, you'll find them here. Okay. You must be Microsoft Elevate Explorer or a returning expert in order to apply. Now, this clarifies everything that I have said. right? Announcements of who have been accepted will be made in September 2026. Simple questions and super simple answers, I think. I don't need to talk about any of this. Yeah, you could be anybody in the education system and you could be a part of this community. Your subjects, yeah. Have you completed these two learning paths? Now, currently, you will see all of these, but these are, look, these are not going to be the updated ones. So don't look at these links right now, but, do become ready to be able to complete these. After that, how often do you use these tools? Nobody expects you to use everything every day, but do say when do you use. And if it is never for a few tools because you've not used them, it's all right. You don't need to feel as if, oh my God, I haven't used it. Will I be selected or not? It's a window into, what is being used for Microsoft. Now, after that, this is your story, which I want you to start working literally from today. Don't waste time. Please select a tool, and this is an AI tool from this list. See how you're using it. And if you're not, think about how are you going to use it. You will need to share one example of how you use this AI tool in your role as an educator. What was created or improved? How did you adapt this for your context? And how did it support learners and colleagues? Please note, this question is very important for you to answer. Normally, we say keep your evidences ready. You will have a character limit, therefore, you can't put lengthy answers here. You have to be very concise in telling what you want to say. A word of caution, don't use the words like can or could be or should be. Tell me what are you doing? Okay, so that's the language difference that I'm talking about. We'll give you a guidance document on this as well. So let's say, I'm using Copilot Chat, M365 Copilot, either of the first two tools, okay? And my baseline usage, I'm just taking an example. Now, you could be the best user of it, or you could be a baseline user for it. I'm going to give you a baseline example right now. For example, I use this just to improvise the questions that I give to students. Fair enough. What kind of an impact has that had on your teaching learning and on students? These are the two pieces. For example, are you making those better questions for yourself, or are the students benefiting out of it? That's the difference. So no use is a baseline or a bad use. Every use is significant and acknowledged. Therefore, I think what you need to look at is authentically what is it that you use it for. Keep your story ready. If you want to share evidences of learning, my best way to share an evidence of learning is create a sway and insert a sway link over here. You want to shorten that link, you could use a bit.ly link as well. Okay. And the other question, that how do you see Microsoft and this community supporting you in navigating in your role? Imagine the only thing they're asking you is, what is it that we can do to support you better in this role? Be very ambitious. Go ahead and ask for whatever you want, but make it meaningful. A major word of caution. Please do not generate answers. Do not use AI to generate answers. Literally go straight from heart and mind together. Approach people first. For you, as teachers, students will be on your mind. For me, teachers will be on mind. Purpose driven. Why are you doing this? Why do you want to use AI? Ask yourself before you start writing your response. Third, pedagogy led. What kind of pedagogy are you already adopting? It's not about technology, it is about digital pedagogy that you need to convey about. So don't tell me I used teach tool, teach module in Microsoft Copilot to make lesson plans. What are you getting out of it? And why should you be using it? That's the crux that you need to convey. That is what they're waiting to hear from you, and that nobody other than you can actually, write. Okay, so please bring out the you in you and write a response to this. Okay. I see a few questions, but don't worry. I think the team will take care of that. Okay. Now, these were some of the questions that were lingering on our mind. You have asked those. I was giving you a run on explorer, and then expert. Yeah, here I was. So for this Word document, like I said, we will be sharing these documents with you, so you don't need to worry. Okay. Any questions? Well, they're most welcome. Please write them in the chat window. Now, similarly, I will go to the Pathfinder School and then Showcase School. So how to get started with Microsoft Elevate School, the Pathfinder? Step one is school leaders should actually plan. You must have a plan for teachers and students to use M365 to enhance teaching learning. If you do not have a clear plan, this portal may ask you for that. And if you don't have one, get into a conversation with one of the global training partners. For example, we are a global training partner, and therefore we will encourage you to go ahead and you know take support from our team to be able to respond to that. All right. So to kickstart your journey, we have been empowered to help you plan and bring you in. Till now, Microsoft already has 400 plus new Pathfinder schools. So yeah, we are progressing pretty well. Um, Now I'm going to talk about the Showcase School. How to get started with Showcase School, what are the pieces that you need to be mindful of, because the process has changed a little bit from last year. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the requirements for this year going forward. What we will need is 90% of the teachers and students to use M365. Now, whenever we say that there is a requirement for Showcase Schools that this year includes 90% of teachers and students to using M365, the first question that we get is, but our students do not have devices. It's not about devices. It is about using AI with you, through you, or the assignments that you give, or the reading coach, or even the presenter coach that you use, anything that you use. So, this is really important. And this becomes a part of your transformation journey, working with Microsoft. And of course, the way you've been able to use these tools into your classrooms. So, Microsoft does want to hear those stories, however small or probably a baseline stories they are. There has to be an intent, and that's what they're looking for, is the intent. They're looking for more pieces on M365 Copilot chat being utilized by staff and educators. Everybody in the admin, anyone in your labs, everybody put together, you should be using M365 Copilot chat. If your school is not using that, don't worry, get in touch with us. We'll help you see how to make this work. Essentially, I want to put the next point in front of you because you will need to understand this. The requirement for this year going forward is 40% or more of your educators are Explorer tier or higher. 40% of the educators in your school should be in the Explorer tier or higher. And what they're looking for is a mix. Probably, a 10% or more in the expert level. So 40% as explorers, 10% as MI experts. Till last year, it used to be 6% of the educators needed to be expert or higher. Here, it has come to 10%. And there are some helpful notes, there in terms of how to calculate and ensure that you have the 40% of the educators are explorers within the school and 10% are, experts. Those numbers together, just to be clear, those numbers together, which means 30% could be explorer, 10% can be expert to get 40%. Got it? It's a combination. 30% and 10% will make 40%. If you have, another tier, which means you have fellow also, you can count that percentage also in. So you can calculate accordingly. But the requirement going forward is that 40% or more educators should be in Explorer tier or higher, which means Explorer, Expert, and fellow. Yeah, I think I've made that pretty clear. But I'm happy to take any questions that you may have. Once again, once the portal opens up, all this will be much more clear. All right? Okay. What will be there in the Showcase School evidence template? Well, it has come down from the complexity of, being very the sway and those many things that you had to do. It is again a simple one slide, so there are about 2 3 slides that you have to actually share. And let me just open that and share here with you. Just give me a second. Let me check if I have that. Yeah, I do. Just give me a minute. It's loading. Okay, wait. Yeah. So here it is. The first one is going to be all about, whatever I've told you. The second one again informs you the slide that I showed you. So your first slide should have add your school name and logo over here, add the title of the chosen pillar or your rubric. I'm just going to talk about the rubric. Don't worry, the rubric is given over here. Then teaching, learning, operations, and policy and governance. These are the 4 pillars of the rubric this year. So this is a slightly different rubric from what it was earlier. So please do take note of all of this. Okay. And then you have add your pillar evidence. So here is the slide. Sorry. And then you have to export this as PDF and upload your application. Okay. Now over here, you will see in this pillar or the transformation rubric. I'm just going to the rubric. Just give me a minute. So this slide is basically your showcase evidence template, right? Which you will complete with your application. Your evidence should demonstrate what is happening in practice right now, not just the plan that is you may have for the next few years. We need what's happening right now in your school. Number one, what is being done with M365 and Copilot? So specific practices, workflows, who is involved, staff, students, leaders, teams, year groups, who is involved, how widely and consistently is this happening across the school. Next, why this places you at the selected rubric level. So if you're looking at this rubric, placing yourself at certain levels, you have to identify and offer why do you choose that you are on this level. You have to offer evidence and reasoning for it, and what impact this has had on your different stakeholders between staff, students, leaders, teams, everybody. For example, have you saved time? Quality has been improved, accessibility has been improved, confidence has been built, students are more engaged, instructional practices are better. There's so many reasons. So, like I said, it's all about why. So please go back to your schools. I know you have box from different schools. So go back to your schools asking the same question: why do you want to use AI? Yeah. Over here is the rubric. There are 4 pillars: teaching, learning, operations, and policy and governance. Amongst these, please be very mindful of the policy and governance. I'm going to say this twice because this is very important. Okay, so please be very mindful of the piece over here on policy and governance, because this will form the basis of your selection this year. While you're looking at this rubric, please read this rubric as if you were to apply, and you were to know what are the right pieces to put over here. So if I'm looking at this rubric, what you must focus on is that there are 4 pillars given over here. Okay. Of this 4 pillars, you will need to have at least 3 pillars. Just give me 1 minute, please. Yeah, sorry. I'm back. So while you're looking at this, this rubric will be available on your application portal. This rubric is called the AI transformation rubric. In terms of scoring, I do want to point out over here that there are 4 different areas that Microsoft is looking for. But what they're looking for is that at 3 of them to be you should be at a certain score or higher. Only on 3 of them you should be on a certain score or higher. But the policy and governance, which is the last pillar, has to be a level to a score of 2. Minimum 2 or 3 in order to be admitted as a showcase school. I'll repeat. There are 4 pillars. However, you may look at 3. You must respond to all 4. That is extremely important. But Microsoft will look at least 3 to be on a certain score or higher. Policy and governance has to be a score of 2 or 3 in order to be admitted as a showcase school. So again, this links to what are the practices in your school. And if you haven't made up the policy yet, please go back. That's the first conversation that you must have. And I think those schools who have been in touch with us, we have, I think, emphasized enough on policy making. We are happy to be your global training partner, to be able to help you design these policies for you. But your school needs to sit down and have a conversation about policy and governance. When I say 2 or 3, which means on policy and governance, you have to be on the planning or implementing stage. And of the rest of the 3, at least in 2 of them, you have to be on the 3, if not 3, then the second stage. Not that you will be rejected, but there has to be a clear cut usage, not what you are going to use, what you plan to use, but what are you using. Showcase school criteria is absolutely clear here. 4 pillars, that's your rubric. If you're on a not yet started, you already know you're not at a stage to become showcase school. If you're on exploring stage, you can't be on exploring on all the 3 parameters, right? If you're on a planning stage, you're at a good stage and you can go further and improve more. If you're in the implementing stage, that is fantastic. Okay. So on policy and governance, that's the last pillar, at least 2. And after that, you can go sequential. Yeah. Okay, I think I've made it very clear and I've repeated thrice at least. So do look at the recording and there will be more clarity that will come in as the window opens up. But I'm just preparing you to prepare for all of this. It's as simple as that. Okay, so these are the slides that you will need. And of course, I've always said this. And of course, here are the benefits of different tiers. What are the benefits and requirements? They're all here. I haven't spoken about the Beacon School requirement. Beacon School, like I said, achieved through nomination from GTPs like us, recognizing that the school system or the campus demonstrate AI transformation support across community. Multiple schools have achieved showcase school status. At least one staff member has achieved fellow status. Those are the requirements for Beacon. Beacon is currently only open to government schools, not independent schools. Therefore, please wait. Well, as always, our approach in this entire piece has been, if we are doing some random acts of AI adoption, we need to pause. We need to think, and we need to think about some structured approach to AI for education. We are here to have a conversation with you on that. Anytime that you want, you can knock our door. We're going to release our May calendar. Duhita, you may release your poll now, where we want to know if you want to have Tech Talk Tuesday sessions in the month of May or not. And before you leave, I know you may have to leave because you were here for an hour, very mindful of your time. Therefore, I will request you to kindly share your candid feedback about today's session. Hope today's session was helpful for you. You may want to scan the QR code or respond to our survey as I share the link in the chat window. Your email ID and your email ID will be captured in this form so that we are able to send you the recording and the correct links as well. When is the window going to open? Tentative date, it were to open on 4th of May. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Okay, please tell the timeline for Showcase School. Same time. Okay. Showcase School timelines, again, as they get published, we will let you know. I've just have the requirements right now. I've shared those with you. I will request each and every one of you to please just take a minute to take the poll and the feedback. The poll asks you, would you like us to host Tech Talk Tuesday for Teachers sessions in the month of May? Yes or no? I need a response. Thank you. And also another poll for the month of June as well, which we will take later in our next session. Right now, I just need to know for the month of May if you would like us to host or do you want us to pause because there are summer vacations going on. Additionally, your feedback is extremely important for us. Please do give us your feedback. You want to get in touch with us? That's our email ID. Thank you so much for joining us here. Absolutely love having you here. And I know I'm 5 minutes over time and I need to start this session once again for educators and schools that prefer me talking in Hindi. Yeah. So thank you for joining us. Deepti ma'am, you're facing a problem? Yeah. So if you're a last year MI, you're not using the same ID, it'll not happen. So you may please connect with our team, write to us at education.tpedagogics.com. Our team will be in touch. The document can't be shared over here because you're outside of my organization. So that's why I said, just fill the feedback form. We'll have your email ID. We will mail it to you. Yeah. Adwaita ma'am, can I request you to share all the links in the chat window? By the way, that link will have, the link to the Word document as well. Yeah. Okay, Sheetal ma'am, please go ahead. I'm going to give you the mic. 1 second. I've allowed your mic. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Hanji. You have two devices around you that are on unmute,
Yeah.
but go ahead.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Meenakshi ma'am, I
Please.
just want to know that for Showcase School, is it compulsory to select only one pillar if we're implementing all?
You don't have to select one pillar. You have to respond to all the 4 pillars I've said.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. You have to, please, let's be very clear.
Yeah.
Everyone, please know that you have to respond to all the 4 pillars. What
Okay, ma'am.
Microsoft will definitely want is that in the pillar 4, you're in 2 or 3 category, not on 0 or 1. Right?
The music is too loud.
Is there a music? I
Yeah,
can't hear the music.
there is a music playing behind. It's very loud. Yeah, now it stopped.
Okay, so yeah. Is that
Yes.
okay now? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, can you please repeat?
Like I said, in
Mhm.
policy and governance, that's the 4th pillar. You need to be in the 2nd or the 3rd score, not 0 or 1.
Okay, okay.
All right.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
All right. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. For those of you who are leaving, thank you so much. And for those of you who are joining, we'll just take another 5 minutes, I guess, for everyone to join and have a change of audience. So yeah, thank you.